Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great day, a good week so far. It's going to be a short week, so I hope you planned for it. Um, Today was a fucking hectic day for me and for Creator. We did something to challenge ourselves, and I I ask of you to do the same. I ask of you to challenge yourself. What is the nice saying that I always like is be better than you were yesterday. Then tomorrow will be a victory over lesser men. In other words, if you improve from today to tomorrow, then you're better than you were yesterday. In other words, tomorrow you'll be better than you were today. The thing we put ourselves through tonight was about 3 hours of it. And if I'm not better from it tomorrow, there is no ifs and or buts. I must be better from it because I pushed myself to incredible points. Me and Greta both were at a point where we almost passed out from pain and exhaustion. But you have to challenge yourself. That's one thing that gets me excited when I'm in it, and it's like, holy shit, what have we done? It's like, just push through. And when you get to the end and you've done it, that sense of accomplishment is indescribable. It's the reason people climb mountains. It's mother and theoretical mountains. Don't go out there, go climbing Everest. That's not what I mean. But make an idea, Everest, the mountain in your head that you want to climb, and do it. The one thing I used to do, and I do it sometimes when I train with athletes, it's a way I try to teach them to push themselves. The way I do that is I would say, let's do, especially for me with squats, is something that I could push myself very far, and with back too. But because I know that these muscles can take a pounding, regardless if my mind is telling me it's painful, you have to stop. That's nonsense. The muscles can keep going through the motions, can keep hammering on. Is I would do, let's say, partial deadlifts, or I would do rows in something that might be fixed, even Smith machine squats or normal squats if your balance is good, and if you have safety railings, always have safety railings when you squat. There's no reason not to. So you do, let's say you build up 1, 2, 3 sets kind of as warm up. You got trying to fail at round about 12 reps. And then you do 12 and between 10 and 12 and then 8 to 10. And then you start challenging yourself. You say, okay, so now on this weight, I can do maybe 8 to 10 reps. So I'm going to do that until failure. Then I drop one plate, depending on what your weight is. So before you get on, and you don't just put 220s on. Then if you know you're going to be doing this, put on maybe a 210s, maybe 2.5s or whatever. Stack it up so that you have stuff to drop, right? And then you say, okay, now I'm going to hit, if I did 8 now on 100 kilos, I'm going to drop down to 80 and I'm going to do 8 again. I'm going to drop down again and I'm going to do 8 again. I'm going to drop and I'm going to do 8 again. Challenge yourself. I would sometimes say, okay, tonight we're going to do 200 squats, or tonight we're going to do 200 leg presses, or we're going to do 200 bench press reps. And it's not to say all in one go. I would structure out sets thinking, this is how I'm going to reach my goal effectively for bodybuilding. If you think about it, if I want to do, let's say I'm aiming for 100 reps for bench press, right? And I say I'm going to do 3 sets, but I'm going to do drop sets, each one of them. So I'm going to do 10, drop it, 10, drop it, and then 10 again. That's 30, 60, 90 already. That's from 3 sets. It's going to be 3 tough sets, but it's 3 sets. So you can do this even with push-ups. So this is just a couple ideas I'm throwing out there, a way to challenge yourself. Outside of the normal stuff we do, people will say sometimes, isn't it, I don't know, I've heard it maybe once maybe. Isn't it boring doing, going, lifting, doing the same things? It's like, not really, because I'm challenging myself every time. A friend of mine, Ollie, also used to be a very good, and still today is a very good friend and a mentor of mine. He used to say, a bodybuilder that he was a mentor of his way back when taught him that even if, and the guy had a big ring, even if he took his ring off, and even if he only added the ring onto the bar for his next set. He always made sure his next set was a little bit heavier, even if it's only by a couple of grams, making sure that you challenge yourself every time a little bit more. And again, this is not to say, I'm not going to say it's a bad idea doing progressive overload. Just the point is, if you get to heavy weights, you're gonna push until you get hurt. That's unfortunately kind of the way it works. So don't challenge yourself to go heavier, trying to max out your weights. Just try and challenge yourself every time, adding small amounts of weights and pushing as hard as you can. And never sacrifice form, okay? So we are completely knackered. Came home and I fell down on the floor and we were just lying there for about 10 minutes to recover. That's the kind of sessions I want you to have. I remember once me and Robert, a training partner, a friend of mine, we hit the gym and we decided tonight we're going to have the leg extensions. We're going to start from the lightest one. And I think we did like 6 or 7 reps, plate for plate, all the way down to the heaviest one, and then plate for plate all the way back. We nearly died. I fell behind the leg extension machine, grabbing my legs. The pain was insufferable. Loved it, and I'll never forget that day. So little things like this really just makes it fun. Really have some fun, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.